What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Del from Inkie Quill, and here is a cheeky little Monday video for you. It's a bit off schedule, but I'm up over on the Citrus Twist blog today with a open layout, which means I can do whatever scrappy project I feel like. And today I'm really working hard. I've been catching up on my project life, and by doing so, I've now filled 3 albums with Project Life pages. However, I have about 30 layouts to do across those 3 albums. So I'm really trying. You'll probably see a lot of layouts over here over the next few months because I'm trying to catch up and get 2018 done and dusted. So today I thought I'd scrap a photo of the buns because, of course, there's always a lot of Archie photos because I take a lot of photos and Archie demands a lot of attention, and I thought it'd be nice to go back to the old school Inkie Quill before Archie and take a photo of these 2 girls and scrap them. If you're new to my channel, these are our house bunnies, Poppet and Frida, and I think Poppet is, I think she's about 7 or 8, and I think Frida is 6. I think that's a guesstimation, but they're very cute and snuggly and huge. Frida is, I think, the size of a small cat, an average size cat possibly. She's quite a little tank, and Poppet reminds me of a wombat. Today I wanted to have a play with punches. I found a new heart punch, which I'm slightly obsessed with at the moment. It's that smaller size. I found it at, where did I find it? I think it was at Kmart. I'm pretty sure it was at Kmart here in Australia, and it's just a really nice size, and I can layer really well. So I wanted to try that out today, and I'm using the Feb Citrus Twist Life Crafted kit, and it's got lots of bits and pieces. I really love the 6x8 paper that is included in the kits because it means that the thing I like is that you can use them for scrapbook pages, or you can cut them down to be in your project life. And by having it as a 6x8 size, you can always make sure, rather than a 6x6, you can always mat a 4x6 photo easily, which I really appreciate because a lot of the time I scrap either a single 4x6 photo or several smaller ones, but I've been really enjoying doing some single 4x6 photos lately. Sorry if you can hear some thumping music in the background. It's Saturday night when I'm recording this, and someone in my house, not my house, someone in my street has decided to start a raging house party. So that's going to be fun to go to sleep to soon. Oh dear. So anyway, back to the layout. I am simply stapling together some of these punches, and I really prefer this size heart. So I get a lot of questions about my heart punches. The big one is from Lincraft, and I got it years and years ago. I think it's just their generic brand, and like I said, the little ones from Kmart, and they're just, I find hearts so handy to have. I'm a heart girl. It's my go-to icon, I guess you could call it, shape. Let me know in the comments if you have a go-to shape or something that you always reach for, like cameras or butterflies or flowers. What's your go-to? I definitely am a heart gal, and I think that they're really versatile. You can put them on lovey-dovey pages with your partner. You can put them on photos with family. You can put them on photos with fluffy rabbits. They just work for everything. So I was originally going to put these hearts and have them kind of in a row and have them very symmetrical, but then I decided to just go with the flow and have them a little bit more haphazardly. And you can see I'm just employing the good old stick and plonk method, where I just put some adhesive on, plonk it down and hope for the best. Everyone works in a different way, but I really love sticking and plonking because it kind of frees up a little bit of the tension that we can sometimes feel to get everything perfect, and you just go with the flow. And if you see a gap, then you stick something in there, and if you just kind of make sure that you reach for hearts or punches that have not the same background paper. I think there was only a couple that had the same background paper, and I made sure to split those up a little bit. So then I'm just sticking these little ones around, mainly because I had them on my desk, and I really like the way that they look. They kind of balance it out a little bit, and I think that the overlapping makes it look all cohesive and go together. Then there were these, which I will admit I was hoarding them a little bit. I have, before doing this layout, I made a couple of other pages using the kit this month, and I was hoarding those hearts real bad. But I just thought I just had to bite the bullet and use them, because it's better. This year I've been talking a lot over on Patreon about using up my stash and just actually using the things that I love on a page instead of leaving them on a shelf and just admiring them for just being a product and not part of one of my pages. And then by the time I actually get around to using them, I don't love them as much as I once did. So if you challenge yourself to anything this year, try to use up some of your favorite things. And I don't mean to put all of your favorite, most precious pieces of embellishments and papers all on one layout, but every now and then grab something that you've been saving onto and give it a home, give it a forever home in your scrapbooking or in your art journaling, whatever you may do. So then with these little word phrases, I really wanted them to look like they were stapled down, but I know you can open up this tiny attacher and staple it down, but I didn't have a surface to staple it onto, so I just did a bit of a trickery, and I stapled it first and then just stuck it down with double-sided tape. So then I didn't need to do too much journaling on this page. I've journaled on the back of a few other layouts about the bunnies and, you know, how much they mean to us and all those soppy, lovey things that we feel about our pets. And so for this one, I just wanted to add a little bit of journaling. So I just grabbed one of the cut apart labels and popped it on there. And I was a little confused as to where to put the label, because unlike the pages that I've been doing a lot recently, I love to have usually a triangle or a diagonal line of focus, and by having the photo smack bang in the center, bit of hard shine, shake your hard shine. Oh, that last note was a little dodgy. Instead of having my photo, I usually have it off to the side a little bit, but it was smack bang in the center, and then all of those hearts are my big embellishment cluster, when usually I have maybe two smaller ones. So it was a little tricky, I will admit, to figure out where things belonged. So I wasn't quite happy at this point. I felt like it needed something else. I think it's just because it's a little bit out of my usual to have such a giant cluster of embellishments rather than a collection of a few different things in one little spot or two little spots. So I grabbed one of the stamp sets from this month, and they were all very lovey themed, so this one was perfect, and I just added a few little hearts there and then a few little phrases as well. And I realized that this layout is slightly more weighted to the right hand side with the labels and those phrases, and now I've added some stamping down to the bottom. And so I was trying to figure out how I could fix that up, and I just thought, hey, just go with it a little bit. And so I did end up adding a little bit of stamping up there, and I guess that's my triangle. So from the labels across to the stamping on the left, and then down to the stamping on the right. So I hope you enjoyed this video, peeps. I hope you've had a happy start to your week. If it's Monday, it should be Monday, I think, where everyone is right now. But I hope you have a lovely week, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye.